So it's our last night in Mackinac City, Michigan. We'll be headed to Tawas Point tomorrow, Tawas Point State Park. Gonna be camping there. So for this evening's fun adventures, Jimbo is taking me to a lumberjack show. How exciting. I've never been to one, and we're gonna bring you along. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, I'd like to welcome here to Jack Pine Lumberjack Show. My name is Dan McDonough. I'm going to be official judge and scorekeeper of the contest. Like I said, we have two professional lumberjacks who come out here and compete against each other. Let's get some lumberjacks out here so you got something to cheer for. Now, both these men are iron jacks. That means they can compete in all the events in lumberjack sports. When they get down here this evening, you're going to be pretty impressed, I can guarantee you that. First lumberjack, Mill Creek Camp. This is his third year competing here at Jack Pine Lumberjack Show. He just graduated from Paul Smith College in upstate New York. They have a forestry program. They have a competitive lumberjack team. Michigan State, Michigan Tech both do because they have forestry programs. When they compete in the Midwest, there's about 10, 12 teams that compete. You go up to the Northeast where he's from, 45 teams compete. Even Dartmouth has a team. They're no good. But he's gonna, and he just got done competing at the Rookie Still Series event. He took second. We know one day he's gonna win it and represent the United States over in Europe at the World Championships. But right now, he's gonna come out here and try to win all the events for you folks on the Mill Creek Camp from Wicked, New Hampshire. Let's hear it for Daniel Miner. A little confusion over here on the Mackinac City.
Sorry, boo!
Some of you were cheering, a couple of you were clapping and booing at the same time. You folks on the Mackinac City Camp, when you see the lumberjack on the Mill Creek Camp doing something wild, what are you going to do?
Boo!
Now, it's something for you folks to cheer for, it's something for you folks to boo, and I got a feeling you're going to be good at it. You're a lumberjack on the Mackinac City Camp. This is 9th year competing at Jack Pine Lumberjack Show. He also is a graduated from Paul Smith, competed at the Still Series. He's going to come out here and try to win all the events for you folks on the Mackinac City Camp from Orange, Connecticut. Let's hear it for Chris Minori.
Real men have beards, right?
Old veteran. All right, folks, we're going to compete in a lot of events. Every time your lumberjack wins an event, he's going to earn a point. At the end of this contest, we're going to crown one of these men the Bull of the Woods, the best man in the camp. That's the title they're trying to earn. Our first event's going to be the underhand block chop. When they went out to the forest, there were fallen trees 120, 140 feet in length. And they would have to cut or buck those trees up in the manageable lengths. One of the first ways they would do that was to literally stand on top of that fallen tree and swing an axe between their feet. Now the underhand block chop will depict that workaday skill. Men will stand on top of these aspen logs. They'll chop halfway through, they'll turn around and chop the backside. First man to get that log cut in two will win the first point for his camp here this evening. How many think it's going to be Chris Minori over there? How many think the upcomer? He's We don't care. You can cheer, you can boo. We just want you to make some noise. Get behind them, help them out. Camps are ready. Choppers are ready. 1, 2, go. All right, Chris got a couple swings in there. Daniel's putting the coals to it now. See who turns first. Who's cheering for Chris over here? Daniel's around. Chris is around. Daniel's got a half a swing lead. Chris thought his was off and it wasn't. Our winner, let's hear it for Daniel Miner over there in the Mill Creek Camp. All right, both men. Chris was right there behind them too. Both men had an excellent job. How about a nice round of applause for both men out there. Our event here this evening, each man's going to get 3 throws. They're going to throw a distance of 20 feet to the center of our target. The scoring will go, the red bullseye is worth 5, the white ring 4, the blue ring 3, outside red will be worth 2. We're going to let Chris throw first. How many think you can get a bullseye over here for the back? Who's going to heckle him over there on the Mill Creek side? Ooh, it's close.
Almost.
Looking it over, looking it up. 4 points. Let's hear it for him. All right, how many think Daniel can do 1 point better? Let's hear it for him. Before we go any farther, Mackinac City Camp, your heckling is excellent.
Thank you.
Your timing is terrible. How many want to see Chris get his own bullseye over here? You got 2, you got 6. That means Daniel can open up a 4-point lead. And another bullseye. Start heckling them over here. He's got 9. All right, 9 to 6. 9 to 6. You need a bullseye just to stay in this thing and hope for a miracle. How many think you can do it over here? Oh, he's got 4. Yes, Ken, he has the lead. He has the lead. All Daniel has to do is stick it anywhere in that target. He's going to win it. How many think you do it over here for the Mill Creek Club? Good action after a day off. All right, well, that's great news for the...
Folks, that's a stupid event anyways.
All right, hold on. I wasn't going to say anything, but he brought it up. He's been doing shows here for 9 years. He has yet to win an axe throwing contest. He's old for 335 now. Yeah. So when he wins one though, join us at the Keyhole. He'll be the guy dancing on the bar. We only know that because even when he loses, he's still that guy. You guys got the lead 2-0 over here in the Mill Creek camp, right?
It's a long show.
Oh, what? You're saying it's not too late for these folks to move over to the winning side?
Yeah, come on over.
Well, they seem pretty comfortable over there. All right, folks. Our next event's going to involve that same single-bitted axe we seen earlier in the underhand chop. Now, when they went out into the forest, they would use that axe to chop a notch in the tree. Now, that notch was going to assure the direction the tree was going to fall. And these lumberjacks, or fellers, that's what they were called because that's what they were doing. They were felling the trees. They were pretty confident of the work they were about to do. You could put a peg out there 100 feet, and they guarantee that tree would land on that peg. They knew exactly where it was going to go. Our event here this evening, we're going to chop halfway through. They're going to turn around and chop the backside. First man to get the log cut in 2 will win this event. Right in the beginning, we talk to folks to cheer. What's a lumberjack say out the wishes before a tree falls?
Timber!
Say look out. That guy. All right, so when you think that block's about ready to go, and you're going to see it wiggle, we want you to yell timber and yell it loud. Daniel's having a great day. How many think you make it 3 in a row over there for? How many think this is where Chris turns it around? All right, Camps, cheer them on and get ready to yell timber when you see that block wiggle. Camps are ready. Choppers are ready. 1, 2, go! Taking out some big chips already. Yep, got a nice chop going. Chris is all the way around to the backside. Daniel put in a couple drivers. Who's cheering for Chris? Son of a First point for the Mackinac City Camp. Let's hear it for Chris. Our next event's going to involve the old crosscut saw, the misery whip. Now, if you've ever pulled one of these saws, you'd understand why the lumberjacks would call it that. A lot of work involved in using one of these saws.
Oh.
When you've got a good man on the end of them, they could outproduce 4 men with an axe. So they're highly prized in the logging camp. Our event here this evening is 1 man, 1 saw, pushing and pulling. First man to get a complete disc on the ground will be the winner. Right now, Chris is on the winning streak.
Sure am.
How many think you can make it 2 in a row? And how many think that was just a hiccup in the road? Daniel's going to win it over there for right there. All right, folks. Now this is one tough event. They're going to use every fiber in their body. So stay behind them, help them out. Camps are ready. Sawyers are ready. 1, 2, go. He got his mojo,
I
man.
told you three folks don't want to move over.
Tying up the score, 2 apiece. Let's hear it for Chris Minori over here. Chris has got one. Hand him out a souvenir. No. All right, folks, looking on the ends of those, we have a branding iron. We brand our logo on the ends of those logs. Now, back in the 1880s, there might be a dozen different logging camps working a river system. And you had to know whose logs are whose. Come that spring, all the logs were going to get rolled into that river at the same time. So each logging company had a log mark. Basically, it was their logo on the end of a hammer, and they would strike the ends of those logs, kind of like branding cattle. Now, what would happen on the river drives in the middle of the night? Guys would go out there with a crosscut saw, they cut off the end of the mark it with their own hammer. Now, nobody cared that much, because when you were downstream cutting off the end of his log, he was upstream cutting off the end of your log. You'd get up in the morning, you'd look over the river, it'd be covered with all those wooden discs. You know what they call them? Wooden nickels. As worthless as a wooden nickel. Have you ever read that expression? Someone you have? You been to a bar on the Upper Peninsula?
Yes.
All right, score, 2 apiece. Is it 2 apiece? Yep, 2 apiece. All right, our next event, when they went out to the virgin pine forest, a lot of these trees were 3, 4, even 5 feet in diameter. And that trunk section of tree would have an ingrown bark in them. It wasn't any good for lumber. The sawmills didn't want it, and the lumberjacks didn't want to waste any energy cutting down a portion of tree that would have no value to them. So they devised this system to get up above that rotten section. What they would use was a springboard, a wooden board with a steel shoe mounted on the end of it. They would chop a notch in that tree, place the springboard in the notch, and then their own body weight is all that's going to hold them up there. A little lip on the end of that shoe, when you place that board in that notch and you stand on the back of it, gets driven into that upper cut. Now once you're on top of that board, sometimes 2 or 3 boards high, if you're 3 boards high, you're going to be 9 feet off the ground. You had to have the ability to chop, both right and left-handed. Think about it. You're standing on top of a board. You can no longer run around that tree. And that's what our men are going to do here this evening. On the word go, they'll place the springboards into those notches to get on top of those boards. They'll grab their axe, chop about 3/4 of the way through, turn around, chop the backside. First man to get a log to hit the ground is going to be our winner, and we're all tied up, so whoever wins this is going to have the lead. If Prince wins it, first lead for the Mackinac City Camp. How many think Daniel's just been saving himself, and he's going to win it over here for the Mackinac? Just like in the standing block chop, when you start to see those blocks wiggle, we want you to yell timber, and I think you're the camps to do it. Help these guys out. First man to get that block cut in 2 will win it. Camps are ready. Choppers are ready. 1, 2, go. All right, you got to get those boards in on top. Daniel's up on his. Chris is up here, about dead even right now. Second board going in. Chris is going to get up there. Oh, Daniel's up right ahead of him. Who's going to get some axe in the wood? There he goes.
Oh.
How many cheers for Daniel? How many cheers for Chris? He's going to turn first. Daniel's working out for all of you. Daniel's going to yell cheers for here. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Everyone get ready to yell timber. But getting the lead back for the Mill Creek camp, let's hear it for Daniel Miner. All right, well, it goes back and forth. You guys won the first 2, you won the next 2, you won this one. That makes it 3-2, right?
Right.
Right, 3-2.
Yeah, you guys keep cheering and you guys keep moving, because I guarantee some victory in this next event.
You're going to get these guys cheering like crazy. This one's much easier. You're gonna get these guys booing. All right, come out here. Now, what makes you so sure you're gonna win this thing?
Well, there's a few reasons. I'm good at it. I was up all night practicing, and I'm better looking than Chris.
Hold on. Let's think about this for a minute. You guys are both good at these events. You're out here practicing every day. Crack of noon out here practicing. Oh, better looking? That's for the girls to decide. 3 years and someone finally cheered. All right, there's got to be another reason that makes you so sure you're going to win this thing.
Well, yeah, I'm the only one in it, so point for me.
Okay, hold on. You guys don't get excited. You don't worry about it. We're not giving you a point for this. I forgot to mention, we were down at the Beard Mac the other day, and Daniel was bragging. While at Paul Smith, while in college, he took a few chainsaw carving classes. So we thought with that kind of skill, we'd see what he can carve. You want to see what he can do?
Yeah.
So, this is great. All right, try something new. What are you going to carve for him?
Well, I'm going to carve a little small, furry woodland somewhere this afternoon.
Small furry woodland creature. Yeah, well, there's hundreds of small furry woodland creatures in northern Michigan. So which one is it going to be?
Oh, they got to guess they go along.
Want them to guess.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. A little bit of advice, don't fall for that. See, that's lumberjack logic. He's going to start carving something. It will look like something. You folks will guess, he'll be right. He'll make a mistake, he'll start carving something else. Next thing you know, that block of wood, down to a field mouse. Hey, you like games?
Yeah, I love games.
Love games. All right, let's make a game of it. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to give them a few clues, see if they can guess. They look like a couple of smart camps out there.
Well, you're half right.
What do you mean half right?
Well, my half.
All right. We'll find out which camp is smarter. You give them a few clues, see if they can guess.
All right, it's got long floppy ears, hops on a trail. What is it?
A bunny? Bunny? Okay, we got a bunny, we got a rabbit, and we got a squirrel. What is it?
Oh, well, it's a bunny rabbit.
A bunny rabbit.
Yeah, twofer.
Twofer. All right. Well, you're the artist. You're the man with the Stihl MS660 Magnum. Second largest saw Stihl makes. #1 selling saw worldwide. He'll fire that up and he'll see what he can come up with. Hold on, get back, come here. What do you get them to applaud the fact that you just leveled off the block? There's no bunny. Where's your bunny?
No, you have to.
You have to win.
Two eyes, ears, tastes like chicken.
Where did you ever see a bunny that looked like that?
Oh, like I said, I'm going to work this afternoon right there in US 23. Look just like that.
Okay, hold on. That's terrible. Okay, wait, there's got to be more to this story. What was he doing out there?
Sleeping?
What makes you so sure that bunny was sleeping?
Oh, well, after I ran over him, he got pretty tired. Hey, I got to check on him. He's exhausted.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
You guys want to see some real chainsaw carving, right?
Yeah.
We get Chris out here. He's known for his wildlife. Wildlife carving.
Oh yeah, that too.
That too. All right, you saw what Daniel did. Can you help us out?
I think so. You guys want to see a real rabbit? I can do it. It's just gonna take me a little bit longer.
A little longer?
Sure, yeah.
Will it be a little taller?
I sure hope so.
Let's see what he can come up with.
Capybara!
good. What's next?
Time for the hard part.
Oh, the hard part.
Yep, here we go. Come check him out.
All right, seems pretty happy with his.
Looks just like you.
Well, that's your rabbit?
Best one I've ever done.
Best one.
Sure is.
I believe you, I do. That's terrible.
Hey.
Yeah, turn it around, show it to him.
You must be prepared to be amazed. Pretty good, right?
No, hold on, get back over here. I can see you got him to applaud for the ears. The ears are good.
They're
Can I
great.
have
The
it?
face, you just scribed that in. It looks like Frank and Bunny.
Frank and Bunny.
You need to grab that chainsaw. You need to add some detail.
Oh, I was gonna do that next.
Do what next?
Add detail goes right there in the back, eh? You got it.
Hey, can you explain that to everyone else? All right, well that's good. Detail in the back, but what about facial features?
Then I'll come around front and I'll add de-whiskers. And then a special cut I've been saving just for you guys, the furry fluffy eyebrow.
Eyebrow?
Gasp in amazement.
Well, but I think they did math. I mean, because you have 2 eyes, so 2 eyes, 2 eyebrows.
No, 2 eyes, 1 eyebrow, all the way across. Just like my ex-girlfriend.
How is Danny's sister? All right, 3 cuts. Tail, whisker, eyebrow. What's first?
Detail.
Tail in the back.
Detail, I just got it.
All right, tail. Now what?
International sign. Here comes the whiskers.
Whiskers. Everybody, whiskers.
Picasso.
What happened?
Don't come over.
What do you mean? No, you can't put it back now.
Hey, don't come over here.
Oh no, Chris! You got whisker. What's this right there? Right there, between the nose and the lip. You put a big gouge in there. Well, we'll just say it's a mustache.
No, it's not a mustache, and Dan shouldn't have touched it.
Why? If it's not a mustache, what is it?
A burger. Don't
Wait.
worry though. Here comes that eyebrow.
1 fluffy eyebrow coming up. Hey! No! No, you can't.
Thank you.
Trying to get out of here. You get right back. Folks, I can't believe he got you to applaud the fact that he just decapitated the bunny.
No. I just irritated him.
You ruined the whole carving in front of all these people. I can't believe you did that.
I can't believe you were trying to tell me it was my fault.
Well, you were the guy with the chainsaw. If it wasn't your fault, whose fault was it?
You guys told the whole loudmouth's fault. He came over, yelling, screaming, hit me on my back. He distracted me, made me do it, right?
Yeah!
Not my fault.
Oh, why isn't it your fault?
Well, I'm a millennial.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this. That's 5 minutes of our lives we're not getting back. Chris, I want you to sit down. I want you to think about what you did. I want you
I'm
to
sorry, folks. I'm really trying my best out here.
Oh, he needs
Hold on. That's not so bad. Look what you carved.
Big deal, an eelless rabbit with a booger.
Not that.
Oh.
No, we are talking about that cute little thing you're sitting on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you guys think it's cute, right?
Yeah.
Come on, let me stand up and show it to
Well, I
them.
have been working out.
Working out? What do you mean? No, not that. Yeah, what do you got there?
Well, purely by accident, seems I carved out a little hair chair.
A little hair.
Yeah, pretty good.
A little too small for you.
Yeah, one cheeker.
So what are you going to do with it?
Thought I'd hand it out to a lucky one.
Our next event is the most exciting event in lumberjack sports. It's going to be the pole climbing. This evolved from when the men were logging out on the west coast. They were logging on mountainsides. They didn't have any roads on these mountains, and they had to get the logs off the forest floor. So they did a form of logging called high lead logging, where a man would rig up a spar pole on the side of the mountain. He'd climb a tree, he'd limit, he'd top it off 100 feet up in the air. And then he'd pull up a 150-pound bull block, which was basically a large pulley. And he would rig that to the top of that spar pole. And then down the mountainside, 700, 800, 900 yards connected to a stump was a matching tail block. Now they run a continuous loop cable between those two pulleys, and then using choker cables, they were able to lift those logs off the forest floor and get them up to the landings. The men were proud of the work they did, and they'd start racing up those trees, see who could get up there the fastest. And then I think somewhere along the line, some guy decided, if I can't beat you up, I'm crazy enough to beat you down. And that's what our race is going to be. Now, this is, we're going to handicap this event a little bit. Daniel just got here a few days ago. Chris has 9 years of experience at this event. This is not an event they do in college. So in order to kind of even it up a little bit, I'm going to count the goal, 1, 2, go. Daniel and Chris are going to take off. Daniel's going to climb to that first red line. Chris is going to go all the way to the top. First man to hit that pad is going to win this event for his camp. Now Daniel needs a lot of help over here. And I'm going to tell you, when he does win one, then we're going to make him go to the top. So think about what you're cheering for. You want to see the point over here. But how many think Daniel can do it over here? 4. And Chris needs a lot of help. He's got a nickname. We call him the Squirrel. I should tell you that just simply means he's nuts. That's the only reason. How many think it doesn't matter? Your man Chris could tie it up over here. All right, camps. They need a lot of help. Daniel needs a lot of help over there. He wants to win this one badly, so stay behind him, help him out. First man to get up and down that pole is going to win this for his camp. We got some pole climbing music. Camps are ready. Climbers are ready. 1, 2, go! Awesome. One of Daniel's best climbs out there, but Chris has got lots of years of experience. The old squirrel comes through, tying up the score over here. Daniel seems to be getting his groove back a little bit. Both men were happy when they both make it down to the pad safely. How about a nice round of applause for both of them? And that does tie up our score now, 3 apiece, does it not?
Yep.
All right, we have 2 events going to take place in the Burling Pond. The first one's going to be boom running. When they were driving these logs down the rivers, it'd take them anywhere from 7 to 21 days to get these logs to sawmill down. And every night they'd have to prevent that carpet of logs from going down the rivers without them. So they would rig up a boom log, a series of logs connected end to end that would stretch from one bank of the river all the way across the other side. Kept those logs corralled up overnight. In the morning, it was someone's job to have to run across that boom log, free up that other end, so logs continue the journey down the river. And that's what our men are going to do here this evening. Now, they're each going to get 2 runs. There's 1 run down, and 1 run back. They get a point for every log they touch. If they make it all the way across without falling in, they'll get an extra point. Stay dry on both runs. They earn 10 points and probably a victory for their camp. Looks like Daniel's going first. How many think Daniel can make it all the way across without falling in? City camp, you've been booing him the whole time. Just to be fair, how many want to see him fall in?
He's on the log. Don't step on the turtle.
It's a frog.
We got lots of them. Frog management. He's like, man, you're the best guy ever. All right, I'm sure they can miss him. I really hope he can. Otherwise, we're in world trouble.
Stubborn little frog.
All right, everyone, you just cheer him on, and we're going to see if he can make it all the way across without falling in and stepping on the frog. Oh, you got rid of him. Good, thank you. All right, made it look pretty easy. And he didn't step on the frog, thank goodness. All right, how many think Chris can make it all the way? How many think Chris fall in? Two different styles. Chris works on the balance, second one. I know you made it. I'm going to give you that. Folks, what he was trying to do, he wanted to splash Daniel, and he, yeah, that's funny. All right, well, they both have made it across. Here goes Daniel. How many think Daniel can make it back all the way over? Go dry, got a little bit of speed. All right, let's see what Chris has up his sleeve for this one. How many think he can make it back across? He's got 6, he's got 7, he's got 8, he's got 9. Oh, he shot the Swift is up there, but he made it, so I'll tell you what. I should have warned you, both these guys are pretty good at the boom running, so we've had to come up with a tiebreaker, and you're going to like how this goes. One man's going to take off. If he makes it, the other guy hops on. He's going to go. If he makes it, the other guy comes back, the other guy comes back, the other guy goes, the other guy goes, until somebody falls in. Now the guy that falls in gets a free bath. The guy that's still dry gets a point. Our record is 11 runs.
Oh no.
Before somebody falls in. After 3 or 4, that pond is boiling. Those logs are going all over the place. It gets crazy out there. They could break the record. They might fall in on the first one. We never know what's going to happen. Daniel's going first. Remember, this is sudden death. How many think you can win it over here for? Too, so whoever wins this will have the lead. All right, here it goes. See how many wins it. He's across. Here's one. Here goes Chris. Oh! Tries to save the hat, didn't work. Our winner, he's still dry and he's happy about it. Let's hear it for Daniel Miner. Nelson gives the Midweek Camp the lead 4-3, right?
Yeah.
4-3, right? Yeah! Get 2 tries at it. All right, we're going to get the boom all the way. We're going to get into our next event. It's going to be log rolling or burling. Now, this was a skill that was developed on the river drives. They'd be driving these logs down the rivers. Sometimes over 1 million logs on some of these big river drives. And every now and then a log would get turned sideways in the river. It would create a log jam. All the other logs would start piling up on that one log. And then the river drivers, the river pigs, the river hogs, that was the name given to these men that worked the river drives. And they would get out there with tools called pike poles and peavies. Now they literally stand on the top of that log jam out in the middle of that river and they start rolling those logs off one after another till they got down to the key log. Now the key log was the log that was causing the jam. And then the best man that camp would stay out there. He'd right that log in the river and then he'd ride that log down the river. He had no place else to go. If he made one mistake, slip, fell in the water, there's a good chance he'd be crushed or drowned.
Or worse!
What's the worst?
You'd be soaked.
Once they got to the sawmill towns, every little sawmill town throughout the Great Lakes region would hold a log rolling contest. And then in 1898, we held our first log rolling world championships. And the rules are pretty much the same as it was back then. It's going to be the best 2 out of 3. They can't cross that red center line. They can't touch their opponent. Other than that, anything goes. Best 2 out of 3. Let's see, Daniel's feeling pretty good. He's still dry. How many think he can stay dry? Let's hear it for him. Mackinac City Camp, you got to cheer twice as loud. Not only are you cheering for Chris to win, you're cheering for him to get Daniel wet. How many think he can do it over here? Now we have a traditional log rolling song we've been playing for the last 100 years on this iPad till it wears out. All right, we're going to ask you folks to put your hands together and help them out. All right, best 2 out 3. How many want to see Daniel tied up over there for Mill Creek Camp? All right, put your hands together. Here we go, second ball.
Too good. Oh! Ouch! Ouch! Time out.
Folks, we have a split decision. I think Daniel won that ball. That's the good news. The
No.
bad news, you saw the bad news. Don't worry about it. These guys are rough. They're tough. Where are you going? No. Okay, we're right in the middle of a log rolling contest. Come here. Come on. We'll give you a minute to pull yourself together. That was terrible. What happened?
See, pretty obvious what just happened.
All right, we all saw what happened. How did it happen?
Well, that's easier. I slipped on a wet spot. Well, I went east, one went west, body went straight south. Whammo!
You keep
Just thinking about it.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that, how do you feel?
Oh, like a whole new man. Just stuffed my elbow.
Just up your elbow. Other than your elbow, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay. All right, folks. Can you get back out there?
Man, beating up on the old one.
Yeah.
Now let's fire her up.
All right. Well, it's one apiece. The winner of the next ball gets all the wood chips. How many think it's going to be Daniel over there for? How many think Chris can overcome that little injury? All right, Camp. So that's one. So put your hands together and let's see who can win this thing. Folks, I think Daniel got a little cedar in his cedar. Winner of the log rolling. Let's hear it for Chris Minori over here. Now this is the hardest event in lumberjack sports. Have you ever heard that expression, as easy as falling off a log? I guaranteed if you step on that log, you'd find out where that came from. These guys make it look pretty easy. Now, we have an amateur log rolling program. If you guys are back here in the summer, we invite you down if you want to give it a try. We got about a dozen local kids rolling. Our youngest ever was Gavin. He was 3.5 years old.
Wow.
He's been rolling for 15 years now. He's pretty good. But if you guys come down, when we get some new kids, we take the logs, we point them out, and we stand in water. We hold the logs. The kids hop on, we let go, they fall in. After an hour, they figure it out. It's pretty amazing. We got a family from California. Every other year, they come up here and they plan their vacation to come log roll. It's a lot of fun. So I'd love to have you try it. All right, score. Kind of lost track. It was 4-3. You guys just won the log rolling, right? The Burley? 4-4. Now, it doesn't always end up that way. We got one event left, 3 event relay. It's worth 3 points. So it comes down to whoever wins this last event will be crowned the Bull of the Woods. All right, folks. Must be laundry day. They're clean. All right, we have a 3 event relay. We are tied up. It's worth 3 points. Comes down to whoever wins this last event will be crowned the Bull of the
I know,
Woods.
Jack.
You see those choker cables back there? They weigh 45 pounds. They have to grab those cables. They got to run across that 2-log boom. They need to set the choker cables on either end of the arena on those white pine logs. Once they get the choker cable set, they're going to grab their throwing axes. They need to throw 10 points. 2 bullseyes, 10 points. If they don't get 2 bullseyes, they got to keep throwing and throwing until they get 10 or more. The third and final event is going to involve the old misery whip. The first man to get a wooden nickel on the ground is going to be our winner. Going to be our Bull of the Woods, best man in the camp. And you guys have been great camps. You've done some cheering, you've done some booing. Your last chance to cheer on your lumberjacks. How many think Daniel can win it over there for? The old timer, Chris over here. Alright, camps, the last hour. They chop, they saw, they log roll. They're not going to quit till that disc hits the ground, so stay with them all the way through. Camps, are you ready? Camps are semi-ready? Camps are ready. Competitors are ready. 1, 2, go!
Oh gosh.
There goes Chris. This is in the whole stand. Who's going to throw bullseyes? Oh, Chris came out. Daniel got a 4. Daniel's got a big lead. Get behind him. Help him out. Chris has got a 4.
Come on, Chris.
He needs 2. Chris somehow needs to go out of 6. He's got 2. He needs 4. There he goes.
Oh no. Come on, Chris. I think the other one's got it.
Almost get that one away. Yeah, 5 points and 3 throws. Pretty amazing. All right, folks. Our winner, the Bull of the Woods. Let's hear it for Daniel Miner.
Boo!
Now, this is our 17th year doing shows in Mackinac City. We've had some of the best Iron Jacks come through here. We're proud of all of them. How about a nice round of applause for both of these two? How many have been here before? A couple of you? Okay, if you had a lot of fun, be sure to tell people about it. Get on Google, Facebook. You guys know how to do it. You log on. Explain that joke to your neighbors. I stumped a few of you, didn't I? Stumped you. All right, folks, let's see. How about this one? How many of you have been out on the glass bottom boat out of Sheboygan? What are you supposed to say? It's a new attraction based out of Sheboygan, Michigan. You guys had Captain Jen?
Yep.
Did you have Captain Jen too? She's funny, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, looks aren't everything.
Go.
I'm going to tell her you said that too. No, she does a great job. She takes you out over 3 wrecks. Water's clear. You get to see them right through the bottom of the boat, right? She explains the history of how they sunk, what their whole history is. She also takes you out to a couple crib lighthouses, and she'll take you, explain the history. At one time, Donjas Bay had one of the largest sawmills in the state of Michigan. It's right across the Sheboygan River from Sheboygan. So she kind of ties in everything we do. Now, she sends some people here yelling ahoy, and I send people to her yelling
Timber!
She only holds 28 people. She does quite a few trips, 5 trips a day in the height of summer. If you do the 2 o'clock one, you can actually snorkel amongst one of the wrecks. And it's a lot of fun. It's pretty amazing. So
too cold.
Huh? We can do that. Yeah. And she got these little kid face masks, so you look funny in there. Yeah. All right. If you're interested in going, we got some rack carts right behind the concession, right behind the grandstands with our poster there. Grab them, type in when you want to go, type in timber, and you're going to get $3 off. Nice. And it's a lot of fun. You folks have bought your tickets here on the backside. There's a coupon for Marshall's Fudge. You buy 1 slice of fudge for the regular price, you get the second one for $3. It's a great deal. They're celebrating they celebrated their centennial making candies in the Straits area last year. So they're starting their 2nd century of making candies here. So poke your head in there. If you use the coupon, be prepared to yell timber. Folks, we hear the stories. They're funny. So just pretend like you're 8 years old and let it rip. And I think they're open till 9. We could all fit.
Hey.
One day I'm going to make that happen. All right. Other than that, we have a tradition here at Jack Pine. After the show, we invite you down. If you got the Frisbee, a chair, a disc, you want to grab a wood chip, fill your pockets full of sawdust, we don't care. The guy's got Sharpies. He'll sign just about anything. Daniel is competing a couple more years at the Rookie Event Skill Series. If he does win it, he gets to represent the United States. And he was second this year, so close. Second this year, he'll get to represent the United States at the World Championships held in Europe. So give him a round of applause. Wish him well.
He's not our lumberjack.
Chris will just be hanging here, growing that beard a little thicker. Everyone give him a round of applause. Other than that, myself, Dan McDonough, Chris Minori, our bull was Daniel Miner. From us to you, a great big lumberjack.
Ahoy!